Hey there, hello. All right, in this video, I'm gonna share with you the role of a coach. So what it is that I do on a daily basis, how I started as a coach, what I did, and how I continue to build my business. So we work from or classify them as the vital behaviors. And so just like breathing, heart pumping is vital to your survival, the vital behaviors are vital to your survival as a coach. So first and foremost, the first vital behavior, the item that is one of the most important things is being product of the product, taking care of yourself. So what we mean by that is taking the time, personal development, taking the time to grow your mind, to build your confidence. And that can be from a personal standpoint, from a business standpoint, but taking time, I take at least 10 minutes a day to read from a book. And then I'm almost always constantly listening to podcasts, Audible books, etc. in my earbuds, because running around with kids, doing all the dishes and laundry and all those kind of things, I have lots of downtime to just plug into my ears and listen to personal development. So that is one of the main things that we focus on is building your growth, because building a business, any type of business, any type of work, it's not always roses, right? You go to work and your boss yells at you like, blah, blah, blah. Like having some positivity, having a way to bounce back from it is huge. And this is one of the things that has been so evident to me in almost 5 years of coaching is just that personal spin. With everything that's going on around loss and just life happenings, I know for a fact that I've bounced back 10 times faster than I would have before starting to coach, because of personal development, because of learning to listen to things and build confidence in myself and so on. So one of the main things we focus on is taking care of you, taking care of your mental health, your personal growth, and then also your physical health. So doing the programs, doing the workouts, you guys, 9 times out of 10, when my business is growing and I'm seeing success and I'm seeing a lot of interaction and a lot of growth and potential, is when I'm doing a program and I'm loving it and I'm getting results. So being proof the product works, doing a program, loving it, doing it from start to finish, and just sharing that publicly for everybody to see is essential. It's the key part. It is the key factor to your business. And then all those products I talked about before, utilizing those that work for your system, for your body, for your lifestyle, and sharing that and incorporating that. And, it would just be like if I was to say to you, hey, I'm trying to think of something. Brain fart. Like, hey, look at this t-shirt. This t-shirt is amazing. No, this is a bad example. I can't think of one, but it would be like if I was saying, hey, I have this amazing tank top. I love it. I wear it all the time. But in all my pictures and all my videos, all you saw was me wearing t-shirts. You'd be like, what are you talking about? Why are you obsessing over tank tops when all you wear is t-shirts, right? Or saying, I love the brand Hanes. Like, Hanes is my favorite t-shirt ever. But then I'm always wearing Bella Canvas V-necks or whatever, right? Like, if you're going to promote something and talk about it, you've got to show and be proof and build trust with your following. I'm sorry for that little blooper. That was, but hopefully you get what I'm saying. So if I was saying to you, oh my goodness, this home boxing program, it's amazing. I love it. It's doing great things for my body. If I was telling you that and you went to my social media and you're like, you're doing yoga every day. How do you love this boxing program? How is it amazing? If you're doing yoga every day, right? It doesn't line up. But me saying, oh my gosh, I love this boxing program. It's amazing. It's so good. And then you go to my page, you see me working out, you see me sweaty and red-faced, talking about it. You're going to see trust. You're going to see a correlation. You're going to be like, oh yeah, that does look good. That does look awesome. Let's try that. So first vital behavior, taking care of your brain, your mental health, growing yourself up here, confidence, and then physical health. Physically taking care of yourself and working through the programs, building trust, being proof the product works. So the second thing then is inviting, all right? So this can take several different forms, but like I just talked about, sharing your story, sharing your journey with the program, with the products via social media, posting on your stories, posting on your feed. I remember when I first kind of got into Snapchat and I was sharing everything on my Snapchat. And I remember somebody came up to me and they said something like, why are you doing that? Or how are you doing that? Or something. And it just came super natural. And I feel the same way on IG stories now too. It's super natural for me just to share what I'm doing. Obviously, like I don't share when I go to the bathroom or things like that, but when I'm making my Energize, when I'm going to push play, when I had a crappy night of sleep, when my kids are going psycho, like it's easy for me to share my life, but also it's easy for people to watch, and that builds trust and commitment and a sense of community and a sense of like they get to know me, right? So many people are saying now, especially now, right now in this day, that people are watching IG stories like reality TV, or they're watching stories more than they're watching TV. And so I just kind of always think of that like that what can I share to provide value, to build trust, to let people into my world, to see my consistency, to see my routine, to see my habits, holds me accountable, first of all, but then also gives them a chance to see what it is that I'm offering and if it's a good fit for them. So that is a big way that we invite, is by sharing on social media. And so I'll just be honest, if you're a person that's like, I don't know if I can do that, it takes time, right? It takes time to build up and build confidence. And to videos like this definitely took me a long time to get used to, but being willing to share a clip from your workout, or to share that you're making your shake or whatever, that is something that you do have to be willing to do. So I will tell you that straight out. If you are like, there's no way I'm posting a picture of myself on social media, this will be challenging. It will be. I'll just be honest. Okay. So sharing your journey, being able to post, talking about that, because that opens the door for conversation. People that are watching your stories, people that are liking your posts, they are generally interested in what it is that you're doing. So it opens the door for communication for you to talk to them. Another way, like I said, a lot of times people watch my stories, I send them a message. Hey, I saw you watched my story on my 10 rounds boxing program. Were you interested in learning more about it? So I'm inviting people constantly, having conversations, reaching out to people. It's just part of the business, and it's something I've done since day one. Remember when I told you I drafted my side-by-side picture, and then I did my my post and I posted it? Right after I did that, I sat down and went through my friends list on Facebook and made a list of 50 people that I knew from work, from school, from family, that would maybe be interested in doing this. And I wrote their names down and I sent them all a message right after I did my post, after I put my phone down for 2 hours, right? I reached out to people. It's just something you do. If you ate at a restaurant downtown and you loved it, would you keep it to yourself? If you felt amazing, if you felt so much more confident after eating at that restaurant, would you keep it to yourself? No, you'd probably post about it on social media. You'd probably text 5 of your friends and be like, oh my gosh, this place was amazing. It's the exact same thing. It's the exact same thing, and it's just the way you go about it, which is what I'm going to help you and teach you with, okay? So inviting, taking care of yourself, and then once people commit and they connect with you and they sign up with you, then we move people into our accountability groups. And these are our private groups. If you've been a customer or challenger of mine, you kind of know what I'm talking about. But we move them into these groups and we help them use the products. We help give them tips, meal plans, recipes, motivation, move them into that. And that's honestly when the work begins, to be completely honest with you, because these people are having goals. They want to reach some success with health and weight loss and whatever. And so then your job as a coach really begins, because you're helping them, you're connecting with them. In the beginning, I was messaging my customers every day, every other day, because I only had like 6 to 10 women that I was working with. Now I send out weekly emails and we have a challenge group, and I'm posting in there every day, and I try to check in another time throughout the week and share some resources with them, share nutrition tips, and it's more in a group setting, but I'm open to questions and I'm answering them and I'm helping them, give them the guidance and the resources, which you have access to, by the way, but giving them the tools that helped me reach the success that we're at and moving forward, and just holding each other accountable all along the way. So that is a big part. Probably like if I could divide those into 2 halves as a coach, that's one half, the inviting, taking care of yourself, and then also getting them into the challenge group and really helping them that way. So I'm going to show you later kind of a breakdown of when I was teaching full-time, where I spent my time, and now as a full-time coach and business owner, where I spend my time. But that's a lot of what we do as a coach. And, that can take as little or as much time as you want it to. And so when we go through training, when we talk about that, I'm going to help you develop your own power hour to work from that. And we have a list. We have this beautiful type A checklist that you can just sit down and go through and mark off everything as you go. Mark off all the things that you need to do. For me, that was huge, especially when I was working full time and as I kept adding kids to this household. I needed a list to work from. So when I had 5 minutes, I could pull it out, I could get to it, I could focus on it. Like I said, I cut out Netflix at night. I cut out going to the teacher's lounge during lunchtime so I could catch up on a few things. Like, there were sacrifices I made because building my business and being successful was important to me, and giving up those certain things. So that's a little bit in a nutshell of what we do as a coach. Basically, you are a professional light giver, a professional positive influence in the world, and just inviting people to feel that energy, to feel that positivity, and to help them experience that as well too.